Well, hey guys, welcome back to Adventures with Crystal. Today I am out in my backyard. I'm surrounded by all my flowers. I've got dahlias growing, I've got zinnia growing, but we're not going to explore my yard today. Today we're going to use the big green egg. It's the Minimax, and we're going to make the best salmon you've ever had. So come along, watch how I make it, and you can do it too. So let's start. I'm going to show you the easiest way to get your charcoal burning fast, okay? What I use is a lump charcoal. Okay, this one's hickory flavored. I like the hickory taste. All right, so you might want to use one that you like the best, but use lump charcoal. I also use these tumblewood starters, all natural. They light fast and they get it going. This is a stove I've used. This works perfect, okay? You don't have to sit around and wait for things to get burning. It just starts really fast. What I've done is I put all my old scraps of charcoal in here from my previous cookouts, and I put them in here. I'm going to add some new pieces to that. But let me show you what we're going to do first. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these out. They look like a little straw kind of packet that's rounded. We're going to take our stove and we're going to set it down in here, okay? And we're going to place this under here and get the fire going. The Minimax is small, so this could be a little bit smaller, but this is the one I have from my other grill, so this is what I work with. I'm going to take a few more pieces of the lump charcoal and put it down in here. Not like that. Well, that was a mess, wasn't it? Okay. Maybe if I turn it this way, I can actually get it in that stove and not on the ground. All right, I'm going to bring this up again. Put those in there. Okay, now we're going to set that little thing on fire. Get that going. And we're just going to set this right on top of the flame down in there. All right, we're going to let that burn. And pretty soon our charcoal will be ready. All right, while the fire is getting started, let me show you what we're going to be cooking today. These are from Aldi's. Believe it or not, yes, Aldi's. I have found they have the best salmon ever at Aldi's, okay? These are the cedar plank Atlantic salmon. They are already on a wood plank, and you don't have to worry about soaking them because they're enclosed in liquid. So the plank is already wet. If you go and you buy salmon separate, just like a big old fillet of it, and you get your own planks, you have to soak them for about an hour. These I don't have to soak, so that's a plus. These are about $11 to $12 for a big piece of salmon. Actually, these two will make for a family of 4 a good dinner.
All right, well, the charcoal is starting to heat up. It's going to probably take about a good 15 minutes for that to get to where the charcoals are hot. All right, we're just going to dump these all right in there. Be very careful because you could splash some hot charcoal on yourself. Stir it around a little bit. Get our other charcoals evenly burning. All right, this is a plate that goes in the green egg. That keeps the flames from coming up and getting your meat, okay? That way it doesn't burn things. Keeps it a nice even temperature also. And then add your grate. Now we're going to open up the vent on the bottom and the vent on the top so that the air can circulate and burn those charcoals really hot.
So the big green egg has a temperature gauge on the outside. We want to get that up to about 300 degrees. All right, 300 to 350.
All right, just open up your salmon, lay them down in the pan. We're going to spray them with oil. This is just Pam grill oil. You can use just about any kind of oil you want. Spray them down really good. And then we're going to add seasoning on top of this. You might laugh, but the best seasoning for salmon is Chef Paul's. I think his name's Perdue, Chef Paul Perdue, something like that. It's the best salmon seasoning there is. Just shake it on, Use liberally. The more the better, I think anyway. And then just take your fingers and just rub it around and get it mixed with that oil that will soak right in. When you put these on the grill, you're leaving them face up. You're going to leave that plank, that cedar plank, face down. We're not turning these over at all. They're just going to cook in the big green egg. Minimax.
I'm slowly letting the temperature go up to about 350, right around 350 degrees to cook the salmon on. Internal temperature of the salmon, I want it about a 145, and then I know that it's done. So I'm just waiting for the fire, the temperature to get up higher. Right now it is at about 275. So I got to get it up a little bit more before I start cooking. Well, in the meantime, while this is heating up, let me show you a few of my dahlia that I've been growing. Okay, here's a few that I freshly picked this morning. Aren't they beautiful? Look at these little babies. Oh, look at this one. Isn't this pretty? They come in, these dahlia come in all different shapes and sizes, guys. Oh, here's one of my favorites. Take a look at this one. Isn't that a beauty? That one is called Santa Claus. And then we got a couple of these. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they gorgeous, guys? So pretty. So one thing I should tell you guys about cooking on a green egg is if you want to get your temperature to go higher, more heat inside to cook faster, open this up, okay? This is a little spinny thing here. It goes open. Open that, and down here where the air flows in by the charcoal and up, keep that open. That will make your fire go hotter, okay? Since I'm trying to get it up to like 350, I've got them both open so it goes hot, all right? Say I go up to 400 and I don't need it at 400, it's cooking way too fast, I just start closing both of them, all right, until I get my desired temperature. All right, we're at about 300 right now. I got a little bit more to go on the grill to get the heat up. All right, we'll just let it sit. Okay, so you can see that my temperature is up to 350, so I'm going to get the salmon and we're going to put it on the grill and get cooking. Okay, so we're going to let the salmon cook for about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to be checking the temperature and making sure it doesn't go too high or too low. If it goes too high and I think I hear flames or see flames in there, I'm going to sprinkle a little water on the fire and make it go out, okay? I probably won't need to do that because I have a plate in there where the fire can't reach the wood plank, okay? This is going to be good, guys. Just wait. Temp is at 350 right now. All right, we're just going to let it cook. All right, my temperature is down around 350 or so. It's coming down. I'm going to open that up just a little more. These are pretty thick. This is my temperature gauge. I'm going to check the internal temperature. It should be about 145. You want to go right in the middle of it and see what it's going to go up to. So I put this little thermometer right in the middle of the salmon. It's at about 120 degrees or so, so it's got a little more time to cook still. Okay, it's time for another check of our salmon. We're going to see if it's hit 145 degrees yet. If it hits 145 degrees, I might cook it 2 more minutes just to make sure it's done. So let's check now. Look at that salmon, guys. Ooh, let's check. You can see where I've poked it before. Those little spots where the moisture is coming out. That's where I checked the temp before. Let's go in and see what it's at now. You don't want to overcook it, that's for sure. Temperature's rising. We are at, we're at about 130 on that one. So we'll go over here to this one. Go in a little bit, get about halfway in there. We'll see what that one goes up to. Okay, so that one must be thinner. So that one is at about 150 right now. So that one is about ready. That one's probably done. All right, this one is a little thicker. I'm going to go in again and see what it is over on that one again. Whew, hot. That one is there too, actually. That one's at about 150 right now too. Okay. Let's see. Let me let this cool down for a second. I'm going to poke it over on that side. Make sure the thing is all the way done. All right, let's put it in. Great. Right there should do it. Go away, flies. Okay. That one's at about 140 right now. All right, I'm going to give them both about 5 more minutes to cook. Okay, so I've checked the temp. They're both at about 140. I'm going to give them about 5 more minutes to cook. Then I'm going to wrap them up with foil. All right, and then I'm going to take them over to my daughter's, so she has dinner tonight.
I could make this much easier on myself if I would just go in the house and get a spatula, a metal one, to get it over to the foil. But no, I have to do it the hard way, guys. Got a fork and a grill scraper. But I'll get it there. As long as I don't drop it.
Ta-da!
So here it is, all nice and done. Just use that Chef Paul seasoning, guys. It seriously is the best for salmon. Put it on the grill, make it great, okay? You can pair it up with any kind of side that you want. I put it with asparagus. I grilled asparagus on the grill with some seasoning. I just put oil and garlic, salt, and pepper in a baggie, shake it up, and then I throw that on the grill. Turns out great. You could do corn on the grill, anything, all right? You could add rice to this. Have a great day, guys. I hope you make some salmon. This turned out great. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.